Hi guys, Michelle Ochoa here with Divinely Genuine, here to remind you that you are uniquely designed by way of the stars, different from every other soul on this frickin' planet. All very similar, but divinely genuine, right? Oh my god, does it go so friggin' magically, beautifully deep with the stars. And you have an amazing astrologer to lead you, and you have passion and love, and you have faith and vulnerability. Oh my god, the heart, the third eye, the amazing connections we have available to us right now by way of our heart is amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. And the light of the third eye has a lot to do with astrology from my experience. It's just so much wonderful bliss that has been taken from us, stolen from us, hidden, or coming back. Oh my god, my heart feels like, my heart center feels like it's the size of Texas. I've been back in Southern California for, I don't really know, maybe, so we're on like, I don't know, maybe a week, or I don't think it's been 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks. And I'm so tan. So I was going to go over some astrology and some spiritual talk and some awareness talk. I don't have any tarot cards. I left them in a friend's RV or camper. So a beautiful thing is we've got a lot of fire. So we have the moon in Sagittarius. So that's more fire added to the sun and Venus in Aries. So love, relationships, heartfelt connections, huge. And creative projects, money, comfortability, huge. We've got Mercury conjunct, what is it, conjunct in Pisces? Sorry. Oh, Neptune. So it just crossed Neptune actually, so like 4 degrees ago. So that Mercury is pretty fast. That had to be really recent. Yeah, so we were probably in like a foggy dreamland, as Mercury is our mind and communication and processing, and Neptune is that spiritual, dreamy planet that is amazing, but can bring it can bring such beautiful, amazing things, but then also kind of like contribute to mental health and like delusion and things like that, which is big right now. So if you feel like, you're going crazy, remember that the world is crazy. Like the structured world of a set amount of leaders convincing the entire world that they have to protect themselves from a said disease. Like, meet yourself where you're at with your beliefs, but like, are we still doing that? Still? Like, wait the frick up! Or just do you and allow freedom, right, of the individual. So all this fire, right, for our creative projects, for love and relationships, goes so deep on a soul level. I had no idea. I'm so grateful. I'm so blessed. So blessed. Pisces with Mercury can be good for and with this creative fire energy, it can be good for like poetry and music. I found last night, like when I was trying to do poetry, That is like not good to, well, I don't know, for me, for each person it is different, right? It's when it's when you don't try, right, that it kind of flows. But it sucks because sometimes you'll have something good and then you won't write it down, or whatever. But Pisces rules like dream world and music and poetry and those kind of things. I think it's really important that we record our experiences right now. It's such a world, it is literally world-changing times. And if you're on the awakened side, to where your heart centers awakened and you're linked with another, and the divine is leading you, like, oh my God, we're so blessed. I can cry. So blessed. I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful for love. I'm so grateful for my astrology. I'm so grateful for my soul. And I'm so grateful to communicate about it, to partner with more people that share that same heart space. And what else we got for today? Oh, happy April Fool's Day. Be the fool and have courage to undo belief systems or doors you're walking through that aren't your truth, right? Like that deny your like core beliefs, like if someone's being like exceptionally, do you whatever you feel, but if someone's being like exceptionally rude about a mask when you go like buy like a coffee or whatever you do, like why? Like we don't have to cater to that or contribute to that, I love like being able to see in Long Beach yesterday. There was like, oh my God, it was like the whole beach was like partying. There was like musicians and this and that and freedom everywhere. It was so beautiful. It was such a Age of Aquarius like picture. It's beautiful. Don't forget to breathe. It has so much healing for the heart center. Take a risk. Take your fucking mask off. Like if you don't vibe with it, if you don't, to each their own, So we've got, the Sun and Venus, they passed Chiron over the weekend, I think, or this week. And so we healed some wounds. And so I hope that you guys got past that. And just a big time to put like creative energy into projects and setting your life up, looking at where Aries is in your chart and how that affects you, and in like that Piscean way with Mercury there and the communication there, and then Jupiter is in Aquarius still, so huge time for like thinking outside of the box and being the independent and all of that stuff, and it's gonna move into Pisces though, which makes it a beautiful time for like music, and that's just a beautiful way to bring people together, right? And poetry and art and that kind of thing, and it's spiritual stuff too. Sometimes I'll forget to just like I'll meditate all day because like that heart center when you're connected to the divine and then to another is the most beautiful. I feel like oh my God, it's the most beautiful love story, like to ourselves, right? To balance our divine masculine, divine feminine, to bring us to like universal love and like the divine guidance, but then to share it with someone that like, oh my God, that you love that you already loved so much. My what's it called, experience. and to discover these gifts. Like, do not let your heart close. So yeah, love in relationships is pretty fiery right now with the Sun and Venus and Aries. We want to protect it. You know, Aries is the warrior. We want to protect those sacred, like the soul, the sun sign, love, right? It's sacred. And like there's such sacredness and sacred truth that I don't even believe. I don't even talk about it. I just want to integrate it more. Like, there's so many like gifts. Like for me, and it's in those ways. It's everywhere, but the ones I value the most are these occult ones that have been hidden. You know, the spiritual stuff. I'm just like wow. So we literally have a crystal. The chakras are literally a rainbow. Like it just gets more beautiful. Like insanely beautiful. So of course we've got Mars in Gemini with the North Node. It's past the North Node. It's taking action towards that twin-like energy, and this is in tribes and things like that. And you know, I can connect to like everyone, which is kind of the problem. So I'm trying to follow my truth. But when you've got that like that very deep like twin-like connection, like oh my god, it's hard. I'm like, it's like I have everything I need inside. Like. So I'm hoping that I'll like connect to more people, but I mean I connect to people every day, but it's a matter, that's Libra stuff, right? Relationships, like, you know, I can relate all day, but really like gaining more of those tribe, like soul connected friendships. I would like, especially like with women, you know? It's been a weird one with me. I've always gotten along better with guys. I just feel like they're easier to approach. Like, I'll approach anybody, but like, I don't know, it just depends on the person. Yes. Ooh. Sorry. So then, and it looks like we have this Mars opposing the Moon in Sag today, and so that can be restriction of our actions and our emotions. And sometimes like squares, well, this will be an opposition, so it'd kind of be like a full moon in a sense. So it'd be like some amplified energy with like our feelings and taking action towards them. You know? Maybe some sexual tension, that's Mars, with emotions, you know. It's like the goddess and the warrior, like facing off in a sense. Jupiter's making a sextile to Mars, so that's beautiful and very beneficial. Jupiter's at 23 degrees Aquarius. And so a really good time to start planning like independently, you know, are you going to get an RV? Are you going to get into an apartment? Are you going to move? Do you want to be here? Do you want to work there? You know, I mean, that's very much like Capricorn stuff of setting ourselves up, but we're in a like crucial time that right now, according to the wonderful, amazing astrologer of the Leo King, this is Nostradamus' mind. That, you know, now we'll set up the entire year, which makes sense on a normal like Aries season of like spring, you know, but the times are just so crucial. He has a video that he did of this whole year, if you'd like to get it on High Vibe TV. It's called Shattered Reality. That goes through the whole year. So now's the time to kind of, I feel, to take the action towards, you know, how you're setting yourself up. Now with I was mentioning the Aquarius energy, you know, like we're all in this together, whether you're playing whatever part you're playing. but we have to independently set ourselves up in whatever way we want to show up, So, maybe RV, some sound healing bowls, maybe you take a new job and buy a new home, I don't know, Juno. Aries is a time, though, I will say, to be the warrior for yourself. That is literally Aries. It is self. Literally, it does depend on your chart of where it's at, too. But Aries represents the self. So it's like, I don't want to say a fight, It doesn't have to be like a crazy, fight. But it is choosing ourselves in a warrior way, it's just the energy of it. It's ruled by Mars, and it's the Fool, has the courage, and more than anything outwardly. I know we hear that all day in the spiritual community and things, but take the action for yourself outwardly, of course, but inwardly, dude, inwardly. Oh my god, the jewels there. It's so amazing, so freaking amazing. Saturn, 11 degrees Aquarius. So that's where karmic stuff. Saturn tells a story of karma. So in some senses, and it's a slow teacher, and it's a builder and things like that. In Aquarius, we're building new ways, right? All of this world change, so we're going back to, like people on the beach yesterday, just enjoying life with music and family and friends. It was really beautiful, and we're helping each other out, hey, do you have any water? Humanitarian is the water bearer, though it's an air sign. Because you go into some stores now and they may not have water, they don't have a restroom, it's really gotten weird. So to be able to, give what you can to another and that sort of thing, we're going back to just being more human, being kind and, hopefully being able to smile at another, showing your smile, is my opinion. And so that's kind of Saturn being there. I know I say it's like a daily, and then I end up going through the whole thing. But Saturn rules the restrictiveness, but it's building structures. So we're building new structures, as just going back to basic human things, enjoying the whole day. What I admire. People in California. It's kind of broad to say, but truly, or I guess I'll say SoCal, in Southern California, because I haven't spent much time north, but they really know how to live their life in a very beautiful art way. They're so happy and successful, and I don't mean successful in just a business way. You'll have a musician or a tarot reader who's successful too, or a yoga instructor, but it's that they have found the flow, I believe, in the art to their life. So many people start their day running or jogging or swimming or doing yoga, meditating, and they just they know that it's not necessarily about working hard, of course you have to put in the work and things like that, but it's just beautiful, and there's always and they're very much about connection and partnership, and going to dinner, okay, work's over, let's go to dinner, and everyone's different, right? But it's really cool to see so many people know how to enjoy life in a more energy way. They know that if they do the yoga and the meditation or the workout, then that's going to set their day up. They know that their personal life matters, so they're going to cut it off and go to dinner or whatever. I'm like, aw, can you teach me how? Let's see, what else we got to talk about here? Dee-dee-da-da-da-da. Pluto's still in Capricorn, I believe, till 2023. And let me look at a few aspects. So it looks like we have the sun trining the moon today. That's beautiful. And the moon also trining Venus. That is super cool. Very cool. I like it. Ooh, it's a lot of fire. It's such a beautiful fire. Oh my god. You know, this divine connection that I've been able to experience when I like feel in my heart or feel him. I'll feel the grounding in my root. You know, him and me. It's weird. It's fucking weird. It's interesting. Share our soul. I'll feel like the heart, of course, and then I'll feel the grounding in my feet, and then I'll feel the hands too sometimes. It's just so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. My heart feels more every day. I hope you guys get to experience the most beautiful, sacred gifts. Take time to spend with like your soul. Quiet time with God. It is a huge spiritual time. Huge. Which one is that? Okay. It looks like the sun's trining over to the south node. So that could speak to like just expressing like love towards like, it could be past lovers, but a lot of this like divinity of sacred relationships and you know, all of this like probably I would say like tribe going towards each other or whatever is and just people you meet, like it can have a lot to do with past lives. That's the south node, right? And so that's the thing. Moon trining Chiron today, so that can be some emotional healing. Like, yeah, I'm so glad. Oh my god, I'm so glad. More light in the body. More light. More light. And Venus. Interesting. Venus is also trining the node, the south nodes. So it's very cool too, being that well, it makes sense if it's trining the moon in Sag, it would be trining the south node. Anywho, that's enough astro babble for you guys. So important, such a beautiful light. The highest light we know is in the stars. It always has been. You know? Let's try to be. It's been laughed at and shunned and called witchery, and a lot of religious people turn it away right away. And I'm like, dude, like besides common sense, the wise men watch the stars. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for awesome astrologers. I'm excited to watch Leo King's Deep Astrology. And I wish I could pull a tarot card for you guys. Oh, actually, I do have a few. I do have a few, so let's see what we get. In my Gene Keys book, if you haven't heard of this, do it. It's amazing, like genetic healing, ancestral healing for each of us. Okay. Aw, cool. Sorry. So we've got the Sea Otter, happiness. Be the master of playful living. Yes. Like we can get in such serious ones, especially like if you know, are aware and you know so much, like, you know, it can go both ways. You can be playful and like all that, and then it's like seriousness as well because of the, like, you know, the false leaders of the world. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go and instead choose love. Yes, it's been such a teacher lately. Love is the energy destiny of love is sure. I love otters. They're my favorite. They're my favorite. And we got the swan, Grace. You who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Just remembering things over this beautiful meditative experience. Can't wait to write about it. I keep saying that. I need to write about it. You who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Elegance and grace. I like it. I like it. We gotta get, ladies, we need our goddess. We need the inner child healed and the goddess to come on with it. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. Shine that beauty. And then we have the tiger, fire. I choose to be unstoppable. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. That's like, yeah. Alright, you guys, I hope you have a happy Thursday, and I'll see you next time. And remember, like, at the end of the day, just your thoughts are programming yourself, and your frequency is your responsibility, as is mine.